मेरा mic on है? Hello and good morning. Just give us 2 minutes. We would be online very soon. Thank you very much. हम कोरा अजीज फ़कत 2 दक़ीक़ा हम मुंतज़िर में मोनेम बखैर बाद az 2 दक़ा बरनामा शुरू मेशा درنو دوستانو فقط 2 دقیقو په وخت په تفاوت سره موږ برنامه شروع کوو بعضی ملمانو اوسه پورې را دعوت شوي نه دي پروګرام ته نو منتظر یو د هغې د اکسپټنس ته تاسو د منتظر کېدو څخه یو جهان مننه Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A very good morning, Mumbai. Sahar Mupakhair, Subbakhair. Dignitaries, respected guests, exporters and importers, and respected audience from Afghanistan and India. This is Abdul Nafi Sarwari, the Commercial Attaché of Afghanistan in Mumbai. And on behalf of Afghanistan Consulate in Mumbai, I would like to welcome you all for our today's virtual Fresh Fruit B2B conference and meeting. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude and I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the distinguished guests and eminent speakers for accepting our invitation and joining us for today's splendid event. I am pretty confident that your insight will help Afghan traders in promoting their businesses to India. Today, we are here to flourish the opportunities for Afghan and Indian fresh fruit traders to connect and interact with each other and introduce Afghan exotic and juicy fruits to Indian market. We are delighted to share with all of you that in our last saffron event, Afghan traders were able to sign many deals with Indian companies. We hope this program creates similar opportunities for Afghan fresh fruit traders. To begin our virtual B2B conference, I would like to invite Madam Zakia Wardak, Consul General of Afghanistan in Mumbai. Madam Wardak is a prominent entrepreneur, social activist, and political figure in Afghanistan. Indeed, she is the first Afghan woman to be selected as a Consul General of Afghanistan in Mumbai. Ms. Wardak has been known as a leading Afghan woman believing on women empowerment and gender equality. As a prominent diplomat, Ms. Zakia Wardak has taken substantial initiatives so far to promote Afghanistan-India trade. And today we are witnessing for another initiative that will help Afghan traders to explore more opportunities in Indian markets. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Madam Zakia Wardak.
Thank you so much, Sir Varisef. Such a great introduction. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear respected participants from Ministry of Industry and Commerce of Afghanistan, Mr. Shah Mahmood Arghadawi, Director for Export Promotion, Mr. Karwat from World Trade Center Mumbai, Mr. Atai, Deputy CEO of Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Investment, Mr. Abdul Qadir Bahman from World Trade Center Kabul, our honorable partners from CLDP, USAID Afghanistan, Indian Chamber of International Business, World Trade Center Mumbai in Maharashtra, Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture. Very good morning to all of you. Hope you all are doing fine. Let me avail this opportunity to thank the U.S. Department of Commerce Commercial Law Development Program, CLDP, United States Agency for International Development, USAID, and all our partners for helping us to organize this magnificent event. This virtual B2B is organized in such a critical time, COVID-19, where many businesses around the globe suffered huge losses due lack of physical connections with overseas traders. Indeed, it is a valuable platform for Afghan fresh exporters to reborn their connection and introduce the organic and juicy fruit of Afghanistan to the biggest consumer market in the world. Meanwhile, this conference will connect Afghan fresh fruit exporters with Indian importers of fresh fruits and wholesalers to interact and boost their business ties. Afghanistan-India relations stands on the pillar of mutual trust, cooperation, and development partnership. Both the nations shares close ties with deep-rooted historical linkages and culture bondages that have glorified the relations over the years. The Strategic Partner Agreement, SPA, signed between Afghanistan and India in 2011 is of a great significance for bringing the light Afghan-Indo glorious relation as well as a wider neighborhood policy of the two nations. Afghanistan-India bilateral trade has a history of hundreds of years. From centuries, India knows Afghan as a trade lover nation. In fact, Afghans were the first traders brought hing herb to Mumbai. Our bilateral trade is growing significantly. Last year, the trade between both sides reached to nearly $1.3 billion, with India's export to Afghanistan $858 million and import from Afghanistan worth of $514 million. Surprisingly, Afghan fresh and dry fruits contribute over 50% of Afghan exports to India. We are determined to increase the trade between both sides to $1 billion and more than that in upcoming 3 years. Compared to the last year, in spite of COVID-19 pandemic, Afghan exports to India increased by 5%. This significant progress have become a result of bilateral and multilateral trade agreements signed between both countries. Ladies and gentlemen, Afghanistan is known for its tasty and juicy fresh fruit around the globe. In fact, the country is blessed with plenty water and suitable climate that gives exotic and delicious taste and quality for Afghan fresh fruits. Every year, Afghanistan produces over 1.5 million tons of fresh fruits, and which includes apple, apricots, pomegranate, grapes, cherry, melons, and many more. In 2019, Afghanistan exported over 200,000 tons to the world, out of which 90% was exported to Pakistan and India. Despite of unique flavors, fragrance, taste, and attractive colors of Afghan fresh fruits have not found its recognition in the international market due to lack of marketing and finding its way to the international market. Very happy to say India is the largest contributor for Afghanistan's export and top buyers of Afghan fresh fruit in the world, mainly for apple, apricot, grapes, and pomegranate. In 2020, Afghanistan fresh fruit exports worth of $26 million to India, which shows over 250% increase compared to the last year. This tremendous growth and Afghan fresh exports to India shows Afghanistan's the products, which is the best quality of fresh fruit. And our fresh fruit reached many homes. As we know that India's economy growing very fast worldwide, and proudly, I can say that India is the second largest importer of Afghan products. This year, we have planned to organize similar events for other commodity too. We appreciate the support of India's government and the love of Indian people for Afghan exports. I'm confident that this event will play a vital role in connecting Afghan fresh exporters with Indian importers and bring more businesses to the both sides. At the end, I wish a great success for this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Madam Wadak, for your comprehensive remarks. Indeed, it's a great news for Afghan traders that last year, Afghanistan's fresh fruits, basically Afghan apples exported to India increased by 250%. Moving on, now I would like to request Mr. Shah Masood Arghandabi, Export Promotion Director of Ministry of Industry and Commerce, Afghanistan. Mr. Arghandabi is an experienced bureaucrat, having extensive experience working with the public and private sector. He has a master's degree in business administration from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and he is a PhD candidate too. Recently, he has been appointed as an export promotion director to assist Afghanistan government in promoting Afghan export abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Arghandabi for his remarks.
He is mute. Okay, can you hear me? Honorable Ms. Zakia Wardak, Consul General of Afghanistan in Mumbai, Mr. Parth Karwat, distinguished guests from World Trade Center Mumbai, Mr. Shafiqullah Atai, Deputy CEO of Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Investment, Mr. Abdul Qadir Bahman from World Trade Center Kabul, respected Afghan fresh fruit exporters and Indian importers, good morning. On behalf of Ministry of Industry and Commerce, I would like to present my gratitude to Consulate General of Afghanistan in Mumbai, the US Department of Commerce's Commercial Law Development Program, United States Agency for International Development, and Afghanistan Chamber, Afghanistan Commercial Attaché Office for organizing this event in such a needful time where Afghan fresh fruits are ready for harvest and export. Due to COVID-19, Afghan fresh fruits traders were unable to travel abroad to participate in exhibitions or face-to-face meetings. As a result, they suffered immense losses. I strongly believe virtual meetings are the only way in current circumstances to connect Afghan traders with the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Afghanistan and India shared a history of good relationship for hundreds of years. Both countries have common interests and shared values. India's cooperation with Afghanistan reaffirms the shared understanding that is indeed playing a key role in making significant contributions to development, peace, stability, and bringing brighter future for the two nations. In the last 2 decades, both countries have signed many agreements, including preferential trade agreement, strategic partnership agreement, and South Asian Free Trade Agreement to enhance their bilateral relationships. These bilateral and multilateral trade agreements have tremendous impact on India-Afghanistan trade relationships. Currently, India is the top trade partner of Afghanistan in the region. We believe that the favorable environment is the necessity for trade in economic development. Afghan government on policy level in last 5 years has brought major reforms to liberalize the trade regime and promote trade and foreign investment in the country. National Export Strategy, WTO accession, and leading improver in the Doing Business Index of the World Bank are the examples of major milestones achieved by Afghan government. To pitch and reach high-quality Afghan fresh fruits to international markets, Afghan government has organized many exhibitions with the support of USAID and donor communities. These exhibitions had significant impact on growth of Afghan fresh fruits exports to regional countries, particularly to India. Apart from international exhibitions, many local exhibitions have been organized by Afghan government to encourage Afghan fresh fruits producers to showcase their products and find customers. Another initiative taken by government is regional connectivity via air corridor program with our strategic partners, through which we have regular flights to South Asia, Europe, and a number of other destinations. This connectivity played a critical role in exporting Afghan fresh fruits to destination markets. Continuous quality development, access to new markets, branding, and certification are areas where many other initiatives would be taken by Ministry of Industry and Commerce with the support of donor communities. Despite the tremendous growth in fresh fruits exports, there are many challenges that Afghan fresh fruits exporters are facing, such as lack of branding, smuggling of other countries' fresh fruit under Afghan fresh fruit name, and lack of access to new markets. India, the second largest consumer market in the world, is an ideal location for Afghan fresh fruits exports. I believe this platform will create enormous opportunity for Afghan exporters to enhance their trade relationship with Indian traders and find markets for their products. Once again, I thank Afghan Consulate, Commercial Attaché Office, and all partners for organizing this event. And I wish great business deals for Afghan and Indian traders. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Arganda Sahab, for your intuitive remarks. Moving on to understand the needs and demand of Indian market for Afghan fresh fruits, I would like to invite Mr. Parth Karwat, Executive Director and shareholder of UPA Fresh PVT Limited. Mr. Parth Karwat is in charge of global procurement of UPA Groups. He is currently the Executive Director and shareholder of UPA Fresh PVT Limited. He also heads UPA Packaging Division of Imports Fruits, Value Adding and Branding. Let's welcome Mr. Parvat Karwat for his remarks.
Yes, very good morning to all the guests and friends from Afghanistan. Like mentioned in the introduction, my name is Parth Karwat and I'm the owner and director of the UPA Group. We import fresh fruits from all over the world and we distribute it all over India. And we have been doing this since the year 1998. And we are hearing and seeing products from Afghanistan in the recent past. And I believe that there is a huge opportunity for Afghanistan to export their fresh fruits to India and make the business grow much more than what it has been in the recent past and currently. Like the gentleman mentioned earlier, there are some challenges of bringing fruit from Afghanistan. And I would like to mention that a lot of the Indian importers are not aware of the Afghanistan traders or exporting companies. And that is why, events like these are very important, where we can have interaction and understand what are the products, what are the seasons and the availability of these products during the year, and how we can start the trade and start the importing of these various Afghanistan products like apples and stone fruit. With regards to the demand in the Indian market, the potential for Afghanistan fruits is huge, because currently we are importing a lot of fruit from markets like Turkey, Iran, which have a very short transit time between the port of loading to the Indian ports. And the big advantage that Afghanistan has over these countries is that it is the neighboring country to India. It is very close, and therefore, in fresh fruit, the main thing to look out for is the freshness of the fruit. So, the lower the time taken between the point of production or harvest to the main market, the better it is for the freshness and the quality of the fruit. And because of that, the consumers will also appreciate the quality, as well as the traders will also get more time to sell the fruit, because the travel time, the transit time for fruit will be very minimum between our two countries. So, like Iran in the past and even currently has taken advantage of its proximity to the Indian ports, Afghanistan also should do the same thing. And that will be hugely beneficial for both the Afghanistan exporters as well as the Indian importers. I also believe that for certain Afghanistan products, there is no import duty for as per Indian customs. This is a huge advantage and a huge direct commercial advantage, both for the Afghanistan exporters and Indian importers. And we should together make sure that we take advantage of this duty-free structure that Afghanistan and Indian trade departments have managed to achieve for the traders of these two countries. So I request the good office of the Consulate of Afghanistan to have such B2B meetings and ensure that more and more Afghanistan exporters are introduced to Indian importers and vice versa. So we may be aware of what products we can import, as well as the operations of how we will go about the entire procedure of importing from Afghanistan. Also, a lot of hand holding needs to be done with the Afghanistan exporters, because unlike other countries, Afghanistan exporters maybe do not have that kind of wide exposure to exporting their products to multiple countries of the world. More developed countries like in Europe or in like the United States or Australia, New Zealand, they are exporting to tremendous amount of countries of the world. So that kind of professional help, be it in terms of packaging, in terms of branding, in terms of export procedure, documentation, post arrival quality checks, etc. So all those kind of help and hand holding to the Afghanistan exporters will also help them and make them stronger to be sure of how to export fruit rather than just sell it locally. So these are, I think, some of the points that will help both the Afghanistan exporters and Indian importers. And like I said, the potential is huge. The quality of Afghanistan fruits is well known and appreciated, whatever has arrived so far. So inshallah, there is a lot of possibility and opportunities, and we should definitely get together and make sure that we bring more and more Afghanistan fresh fruits rather than depend on far off countries which are much further away from India. If there are any other questions regarding import of fresh fruit, I would be happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Karwit, for your inclusive inputs on fresh fruits market in India. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Shafiqullah Atai, Deputy CEO of ACCI, for sharing his thoughts on the role of ACCI in promoting Afghan fresh fruit to Indian market. Mr. Atai is currently working as an acting CEO of ACCI and he has previously worked as the Deputy of Policy for Afghan Chamber of Commerce and Investment, which is a national chamber and apex body for all the chamber, business association, and private sector in Afghanistan. Mr. Shafiqullah Tai, the floor is yours.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ms. Zakia Wardak, Consul General of Afghanistan in Mumbai. Mr. Bahman, President of WTC Kabul, Afghanistan. Mr. Shah Mahmood, Director of Export Promotion. Part Karwad, Member of WTC Mumbai. Colleagues from CLDP and USAID, business community of both countries, exporters and importers, who they are connected with us virtually in this conference. It's an honor to be with you virtually in Afghan Fresh Fruits, B2B, online B2B matchmaking. I wish to thank our Consul General and all stakeholders for organizing and hosting this conference. This is truly an appropriate setting that brings together business community of both countries to deliberate how to help and shape a new era of cooperation, exchange ideas, and find new partners. With India, we have a lot in common that makes us to work together to prevail, and as a representative of an oldest and biggest chamber of the country that played pivotal role in economic growth and attracting investment, we are committed to establish conducive and enabling business environment to business community of both countries through various platforms such as holding business conferences, exhibitions, trade missions. We have signed an MOU with FICCI, which is the apex body of the private sector of India, IBG India Business Group, and Indian Merchant Chambers, held online B2B with tangible outcomes. And as well as we are working to have another event as soon as possible with India Trade Promotion Center, which can also play a very important role in increasing the trade volume between Afghanistan and India. To increase the trade volume and facilitate export, ACCI with other stakeholders launched here corridor to India in 2017, which had a positive spillover effect on trade now. All saffron exported through this corridor and other items such as fresh fruits, which is the main objective and purpose of today's meeting. ACCI is strongly pushing with our government and international partners, particularly with USA, on how to solve trade barriers with India, importantly, transportation. Recently had meeting with Treasury Attaché of US Embassy here in Afghanistan on how to solve banking issues through Chabahar port that many business regularly raising this issue. Since Chabahar would be also one of the easiest and very important route in order to increase and export more goods to India, such as fresh fruits. And this, in the meantime, that would be very important in bringing and importing Indian goods to Afghanistan. In 2020, our total export to India was almost like 405 million dollar as a whole via corridor and as well as land transportation. The portion of saffron, asufetida, and as well as fresh fruit was high. At the same time, fresh fruit companies who they are registered with ACCI, now they are competent. They have all the possibilities. There is rules and policies. They are supporting them in Afghanistan, and they are having sufficient familiarity and expertise in order to how to do better packaging, better processing. These are the privileges that the fresh fruit companies nowadays they have, and they can compete in international markets. Easily, you can find Afghan fresh fruit as well in USA, European Union, Australia, South Asia, and many corners of the world. Since they are getting more competency and they are trying to meet the standards which are set by different region and governments. Many fresh fruit companies using high technology and processing and packing. and really appreciate the Afghan government for issuing a standard certificate accepted to the world. To wrap up, ACCI, which has more than 65,000 members, is intent to cooperate with Indian businessmen and finding their Afghan partners and working on an online portal that would enable you to find any statistics and data that can help you in finding partner in Afghanistan. Thank you for your attention. But the only thing that I would like to announce on behalf of Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce in the day, we are going to have our the online B2B between Afghan and Indian businessmen around 1 o'clock, I guess. Thank you. And also, they are invited. They are going to be show up at ERI, there at HCI, all, and all the thing is already set. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Atai, for crystallizing the role of ACCI in promoting Afghanistan fresh fruits. And we look forward to work with your esteemed chamber for our future collaborations. Moving to our last guest of today's event, I would like to call Mr. Abdul Qadir Bahman, President of World Trade Center Kabul. Mr. Bahman has led many professional positions in his career. He served as a director and deputy CEO of Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry. He also initiates and funded the International Chamber of Commerce in Afghanistan, and he served as a vice chairman of ICIB Afghanistan too. Let's welcome Mr. Bahman, President of Afghanistan World Trade Center Kabul, for his remarks.
Thank you, Sarwarisa. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A very good morning to all of you. Madam Zakia Wardak, the Consulate General of Afghanistan in Mumbai, Mr. Sarwari, our commercial attaché, and Mr. Shafiqullah Toyi, the acting CEO of Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Investment, colleagues from the World Trade Center Mumbai, and also the representative of the Export Promotion Agency of Afghanistan and Ministry of Industry and Commerce, and our colleagues from ICIB, and of course, colleagues from CLDP and USAID. Thank you so much for organizing this important online event today between Afghanistan and India. It's my pleasure and honor to be here today. Actually, according to the agenda, I will shortly talk about the importance of online event for the Afghan traders and also Indian traders, because everybody is looking to start their business-to-business meetings. So I don't want to take your much time. To be short, unfortunately, due to COVID-19 pandemic, coronavirus pandemic, since 2 years, all the physical events are turned to online events. And that was a revolution to the events in the world. Despite that majority of the people, they are tired of online events, but it has a lot of positive benefits as well to the businesses, which I will shortly talk about that. First of all, the online events are very cost effective. For attending an online event, there is no need to travel a long time and spend a lot of money. Just you can sit in your office and connect with many people from your room, from your office. So in terms of cost effectiveness, it's very important for the businesses to use these online platforms. Second, the online events are very time effective. As I mentioned, that for attending a physical event, you have to travel a long journey and attend and spend more than 1 week to come back to your country. If you attend an online event, it's very time effective. and you can stay in your office or in your home, and you can be connected with many people from different countries. And third one, it's very safe for your security, for your safety. And online events are very important for the businesses around the world. And it has, using the online events, you can maximize your outreach to different cities, to different countries around the world. For example, if you attend a physical event, you may see some people from one city, one country, or from one region, but using these online platforms, you can be connected to different companies in the region and also in different countries. So these are a lot of benefits of online events, which the future events are going to be the hybrid events, because according to the the current situation, that many people are used to use these online events. So that's why after the pandemic of coronavirus, everybody is thinking to have to continue this kind of online events for different types of formats. In this coronavirus situation, as you know, that when the companies, they used online platforms, the companies had a lot of achievements, and also the value of the businesses growing day by day. So I encourage the businesses from Afghanistan to use such kind of online businesses, online platforms, in order to connect with the businesses around the world. We at World Trade Center in Kabul, and with a tremendous and a very strong network of over 320 cities and also more than 90 countries, we have a lot of events as well. We will try our best that in cooperation with Afghan chambers of commerce and also our Consulate General in Mumbai and other cities of the world, we are planning to organize many online and physical events in the future. Then we can encourage you to be in touch with us. At the end, I don't want to talk too much. A special thanks to our Consul General in Mumbai. I know that since Madam Zaki Wadek became our Consul General, we saw a very important changes to the work of our consulate, and it's appreciated from the business community. And we would like to continue our cooperation with our Consulate General in Mumbai and also other partners in India and also in Afghanistan. If there was any question, I'll be here to answer. I'll also write my contact address, my email, and also my telephone number. Whenever there was any inquiry from our Indian businesses, they can reach to us anytime. Thank you so much, and I wish you a very nice event.
Thank you very much, Bahman Saif, for your remarks on importance of virtual B2Bs during this pandemic. Now I request our technical team to play the video of Kanda Fruit Company, a leading company in exporting Afghan fresh fruit to India and other countries.
Kanda fruit is the widely known name of fruits and vegetables in international markets. Extensive processing facilities, warehouses, factories, large cold storages, modern pre-cooling and refrigeration facilities for transporting the various fruits across the globe. Canned Fruit is also equipped with a state-of-the-art laboratory service and water purification system that processes and packs hundreds of tons of fresh fruit, dried fruits and vegetables grown by Afghan farmers and gardeners and delivers to international markets in accordance with international standards after desired quality assessment. Canned Fruit brand showcases the true taste of Afghan products in international markets. Canned Fruit, the real taste of Afghanistan.
नेक्स्ट अगेन नेक्स्ट प्ले करो, दूसरा प्ले करो, नहीं वो शेयर नहीं हुआ था. Thank you very much for attending our today's events. I believe without your active participations in support of our partner, we wouldn't be able to organize this event. I would like to thank our partners, USAID Afghanistan, ACCI, ICIB, Maharashtra Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Agriculture, Trans-Asia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, World Trade Center Kabul, World Trade Center Mumbai, for their generous support in promoting our today's event. Meanwhile, I would like to thank our sponsor, the U.S. Department of Commerce Commercial Law Development Program, for funding our events. We also would like to thank our Afghan traders and Indian importers for participating in this event. We hope all the business participating in this B2B meeting have a fruitful discussions with their Indian counterparts and materialize this opportunity for exporting Afghan fresh food to India. I also call on Indian traders to use this platform and interact with Afghan traders and expand their businesses through promoting Afghan fresh food to Indian market. Our inauguration ceremony finished here. Now I would like to request Consul General to have his remarks on the closing ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sir Wadisep. I just wanted to say a few words. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you for those who are online. Let me tell you that we had an Zaffaran B2B 1 month ago, and from the result of that B2B, we have a 600 kg of Zaffaran's contract, which is business deal with the Indian importers. So that's why we are expecting the same thing, that hopefully from today is B2B. There's a lot of business deals happens, and also consumers and the traders get interest and explore Afghan market. We guarantee the taste, the quality, and the organic part of our products. That's what we guarantee. And that's what I want, that the India market and Afghanistan's market become a family that they become so close that we see many Afghan fresh fruit in India's market, and be able to reach out to every home. Wishing you all the very best and lots of success, and hopefully I will hear success stories from today's event. Thank you so much.
Yeah, just one request to our traders, both Indian and Afghans, that the B2B event will start sharply. So we would like you to stay online. So we will transfer you to your B2B rooms, individual rooms where you will interact with Afghans traders. So, but we'd like to thank our guests for joining us. And so that was the closing part of our inauguration ceremony. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session of the Afghan Fresh Fruits and the promotion event. We will be beginning the B2B session very shortly. This is Manpreet Singh, President of the Indian Chamber of International Business. We are coordinating the event. And we request you all to please be online till we are making the rooms. There will be rooms for every Afghan seller, just like in a normal exhibition. They will be given one room each, where you all can, like any other exhibition, the Indian buyers can visit and participate in the exhibition, go to the booth, talk to the person one-on-one, and then move on to the next room. Average, you would have initially 5 to 7 minutes to speak to the buyers and the sellers. So I request you all to first exchange your contact information and the products that you're dealing with. Please be online. There are 2 slots of timings. So once the rooms are made, I request you all that to be on standby. Just give us about 15 to 20 minutes. And if you all can log in later on after 2 or 3 hours, then we can arrange accordingly. The technical team is on standby. They will be calling the buyers as per the allotted time. But if you're short of time and you're already logged in, we request you to please wait right now. And we have quite a few buyers and sellers already in this meeting, so we shall be able to begin shortly. Thank you. One more thing, I request the Afghan sellers to please be in your allotted booths or rooms on the Zoom meeting. Like in a normal exhibition, it is not always possible that you will have a buyer with you. There might be times where people are with other buyers and they are coming to your rooms. So please be patient. You can be logged into the Zoom, keep your volume on full. So whenever the people are there, they shall call you out, and our technical team is assisting. Please use the WhatsApp groups for communication. There are WhatsApp groups for buyers and there are WhatsApp groups for sellers. So for any of your coordinators to put you in touch with the buyer or seller, please wait and use the WhatsApp groups for communication. Thank you.
Okay, all dignitaries. Now we are shifting all of you in your respective rooms one by one. You all will be taken into a separate room uh, where you can interact with the exhibitor and the buyer.
I request all the participants to please go to their allotted breakout rooms. There are some people who have not renamed themselves as their company name. We can see people like iPhone, etc. Please rename yourself to your company name. And I request all the Afghan companies who have been allotted their room to join their room as soon as possible. We have some buyers online. We request you all to start with your B2B meetings. If anybody is having a problem, please message in the WhatsApp groups that you are part of the buyers and sellers, which are there for coordination. On the Indian side, we have Kajol and Pratima and Khushi, who will be assisting the Indian buyers. And on the Afghan side, we have the Consulate General of Afghanistan, who will be assisting. So please feel free to use the WhatsApp rooms for communication. Please join your allotted rooms. You can just, you will get a message on top saying join breakout rooms. The rooms are already in progress. Who all have been allotted the rooms, please join the rooms. Those who are not allotted, please wait till they're done. We will be taking about 15 to 20 minutes to complete the formation of all the rooms.
मैं थोड़ी देर में बैठो मैं
I request all the participants to rename themselves as per their company name so that we can identify you and shift you into your respective rooms. Without your company name, we cannot identify you and cannot send you in your respective rooms. To rename yourself, you can click on the participant option available on the bottom of your screen in the laptop. If you are logged in through a mobile phone, uh, click on your screen and in bottom you can find more option. Click on more and there you can see a participant tab. The very first name is yours. Please rename yourself there.
I request everybody to please rename yourself to your company name. There are people who have showing as iPhone, etc., or Mr. Ahmad, Mr. Amir. Please rename yourself to your company name. It becomes very easy for us to do the matchmaking. Otherwise, you will not get a meeting allotted. I request you all to please rename yourself to your company name.
and also expecting many